This is the news on You Call That Radio, and today we're just watching a video of what actually happened at the Victorious Festival in Portsmouth with an incident involving a brilliant Irish folk band called the Mary Wallopers. Victorious Festival cut the band's set a few seconds into their first song. The reason that they gave on social media was that the band started an offensive chant, but the band have uploaded proof that that was a complete fabrication. The real reason was they simply had a Palestine flag over an amp at the back of the stage. They're now claiming, the festival's now claiming that they've actually banned all flags, and they have done for many years, and they apologise for not communicating that properly ahead of time. So, but they've just shared a picture on social media that promotes the festival with an assortment of flags in the crowd. So that's obviously a lot of bullshit. It's not true. So that's two lies they've told now. Now, the real reason is obviously much darker. The festival is owned by KKR, who own over 80 festivals across Europe, and they're a company that also invests in military tech that's directly linked to the genocide of innocent Palestine civilians. Last week, Starmer arrested over 500 pensioners for protesting genocide, and today we see a festival snatching a flag and snatching the right for artists to show solidarity to people who are going through a man-made famine on top of some of the worst atrocities I've witnessed in my lifetime anyway. Now, since this happened, the last dinner party have also cancelled their slot at the festival, meaning that not only has freedom of speech been banned at Victorious Festival, but they're literally robbing fans who paid £300 to see two of their favourite artists. I would be requesting a refund if I was a ticket buyer, because there's no excuse for this shitty behaviour. Even though the festival has made two excuses, both of which were undeniably false. And we're also witnessing the Barbra Streisand effect in real time. By trying to silence one flag, we now have a massive news story that everybody's talking about all across the world. So that has backfired. There is also no more excuses for any artist with a conscience to support any festivals ran by Superstruct Entertainment that was bought out by KKR. And that includes Tramlines Festival in Sheffield. We were actually doing in Sheffield a couple of weeks ago, playing an anti-Tramlines festival that happened at the same time. That they also own Field Day, Mighty Hoopla, Why Not Festival, Blue Dot, Victorious Festival, Boardmasters, NAS Festival, Kendall Collin, Truck Festival, and South West 4. And then there's a lot of European festivals as well. Now, there's plenty of independent festivals that don't rely on blood money to support and perform at, so go to one of them instead. If you don't want politics at festivals, or you've not got a conscience, then you can still go to them. But if you want, I personally want my artists to express themselves however they want. If I don't agree with a band at a festival, then I don't need to watch that particular band. I can go to another stage. But for the last 6 years, the Mary Wallopers have always flown a Palestine flag. I've seen them play the Barrowlands a few times. They did not start an offensive chant, and the flag ban is obviously a terrible PR stunt designed to cause damage limitation, and it's backfiring spectacularly, and rightly so. So shout outs to the Mary Wallopers, who stuck to their guns and refused to play without the flag. Shout outs to the last dinner party for showing solidarity, and shame on the crew who grabbed the flag, cut the sound, and tried to spin their way out of it. And there's the only way that these festivals can be continued to supported is if KKR immediately stops investing in death machines over in Israel, or someone else buys out Superstruct Entertainment, who doesn't have nefarious links, but who's going to be able to afford that? You don't get to the top by being nice. Nobody makes $1 billion by helping old ladies across the road. But how much money do people need? Can you not just stay away from music festivals and streaming sites or streaming people? Why do you always need to invest in war? That is not what music's about. That is not what festivals are about. So let me know what you think in the comments. But proud of Mary Wallopers for sticking to their guns. And fuck KKR.